Hi, welcome back. Today we are discussing about how bubble sort and its implementation. How to write a program for bubble sort. Okay. So first step is to I just want to review this this concept. So first we start to compare from A0 to A4. Okay. That is the first iteration. After that A0 to A3. After that A0 to A2, okay. After that A0 to A1 and then A0. So these are the process. So we understand that the iterations, the total number of iteration which is equal to the total number of elements or total number of unsorted list of elements, okay. So this is a cycle, it's a cyclic process, like a continuous process. So we need a loop for completing the iterations. So this is the first iteration, A0 to A4, okay. Then A0 to A3, second iteration. Then again starts from A0 to A2, okay. Then again start from A0 to A1, then again A0. So this much of continuous process has to be happened. So we can write a for loop for that. So for I equal to 0, I less than n minus 1, okay. Then I plus plus. So that much time this iteration may occur. N minus 1. Okay, n minus times 1 times this iteration occur. I will explain again. I equal to 0 to n 4. N minus 1. 0 to 4. First iteration. Then 0 to 3. Second iteration. 0 to 2. Third iteration. 0 to 1. Fourth iteration. 0 to 0. Fifth iteration. So we need to execute the process which is equal to the total number of elements. So that is why I equal to 0, I less than n minus 1. So we ensure that the process continues. We didn't write the process to execute from a of 0 to a of 4. Okay, we are discussing only how many times these iterations may occur. So this is the first iteration. And this is a second iteration. Remember why I am explaining again and again. I am telling you about the total number of times these iterations occur. Okay, this is the first iteration from 0 to 4. This is inside this first iteration, this much of process is there. We have to compare A0 to A1, then A1 to A2. So that thing that I am not writing now. I am writing only the iterations, the total number of iterations. Okay. So for that I did this much of times. Okay. Next we are going to write the individual comparison process. Okay. So we start from A0 to A0 and then compare with A1. A0 greater than A1. If so, then 50 greater than 20. Then what we will do? We are interchanging the values and then we are starting the A1 and A2. Okay. Then A2 to A3. Then A3 to A4. Then okay, so first iteration completed. Okay, so this is the process. The second iteration A0 A1 A1 A2 A2 A3 bus closed. We didn't go for A3 and A4. We are not going to compare A3 and A4 because A4 is a sorted list. Okay, in the next iteration we stop up to 3. We are not touching 3. Okay, that means we are after each iteration the comparison is getting reduced one by one from last. Am I right? So at that time we have to write a for loop in such a way that we have to reduce the comparison one by one after each iteration. So for j equal to 0, j less than, so total number of elements n, okay, minus 1, no confusions on that, then minus I. So after the first iteration, one iteration has to be reduced. After the second iteration, 2 iteration has to be reduced. So from where we can reduce this 1, 2, 3, because after the first iteration I value will be incremented by 1. In the first iteration I value equal to 0. Second, so no changes. So we can move up to 4. Okay. Then after that I equal to 1. Okay, at that time we are mentioning I here. So in the first case I equal to 0. So no more changes may occur here, because I value equal to 0 by subtracting with 0 we don't have any changes, but I equal to 1, then it reflects the value. Okay, so 4 will be reduced. Then I value equal to 2, then the internal comparison goes up to 3, then I value equal to 4, the internal comparison goes up to 2. Likewise this this comparison get reduced, j plus plus. Okay, this is a inner for loop. Hope you understand. So this for loop is to do the iterations. So you have to understand the iteration and internal comparison. So this is the first iteration. In this first iteration, what we are doing is we are starting the comparison up to 4. Okay, so in the second iteration we have to start the comparison from 0 to 3. The third iteration we have to start the comparison from 0 to 2. The fourth iteration we have to start the comparison from 0 to 1, and in the fifth iteration we have to compare with from 0 to 0. So this much of iteration has to occur. For that we need a for loop. That is why we mentioned the first for loop. After that, for doing this internal comparison, again we need a for loop. Then only we have to go like this: a0 greater than a1. Okay, if the condition is true or false, then accordingly we are making some changes. After that, again we are comparing a of 1 and 2. So this kind of modifications and this kind of continuous process has to occur. So that is why we are using an internal for loop, and in that internal for loop we are controlling up to n minus 1 minus I or n minus I minus 1, whatever it may be, both are same. Okay, n minus I minus 1, whatever it may be, both are same. So this value will reduce the total number of comparisons after each iteration. So first iteration I value equal to 0, so it move up to 4, because that is our requirement. We have to compare up to 4, a of 3 greater than a of 4, that is the last comparison. And after the first iteration we have to reduce the comparison by 1. So how can we do that? We can do that by taking the value of I and minus it with the total number of elements minus 1. So I was initially 0, and after the first iteration I is incremented by 1. So j equal to 0, j less than n, 5 minus this I value equal to 1 minus 1. So 5 minus 1 minus 1, 2. So 5 minus 1 minus 1, 3. So j less than 3. So it reaches up to 3 and do the process. Hope you clear. Then if this is a case, then we are going to write the program for this, the internal comparison program. How will you do that? If a of I greater than a of I plus 1, very simple. We are going to compare with the values. Am I right? That is the case. A of 0 greater than a of 1. So we have 0. We have a j value equal to initially 0. Okay. Sorry, I mentioned j plus 1. If a of j is greater than a of j plus 1, then we have to make the interchange. How will we do the interchange? It's very interesting. So I am using a temporary variable temp equal to, that you may study it in your plus 2 classes. Temp equal to a of j, then a of j equal to, okay, temporary variable. Temp is a temporary variable. In the temporary variable I am assigning the values in the a of j, so that value is safe and saved in temp variable. Then I am assigning a of j equal to a of j plus 1. Okay, and now I am assigning a of j equal to a of j plus 1. Now I can assign a of j plus 1 equal to temp. Very simple. equal to temp. Okay, so initially a of j value, the value in the a of j is assigned to temporary variable. Okay, so that value is safe. In our case, first case, what is that? A of 0 greater than a of 1. So a of 0 is 50. 50 greater than 20. Condition true. If the condition is true, we have to do the interchange operation. So for that, what I am doing, temp is a variable, is an integer variable, temp. So we have to declare. I am not writing the full program because you have to write the full program. Okay, in temp you have to write the full program. This is a explanation of a program. You have to complete the entire program and submit an assignment on this. I will enable in Moodle. Okay, temp equal to a of I. So that temp value will contain 50. Okay, so a of I, a of 0 is not I, a of j I think. Okay, temp value will store a of j, that is a of 0, that is 50, and then a of j is equal to a of j plus 1, that is 20 I think. So a of j 50, instead of 50 I assigned 20 there. Okay, that is why 20 is here. Then after that, a of j plus 1 equal to temp. So a of j plus 1 is what? A of j plus 1 is a of 1 equal to 50. So this is the way that we are interchanging the values, and this is that we swapping. We are interchanging the values with the help of a temporary variable. Okay, and once this process is over, then the entire iteration is complete and you will get the sorted list of elements. Hope you're clear. If you have any doubt, please work it out. The entire program, please write an entire program, execute the program, work out the program manually in a paper, and if you have any doubt, please contact me. Thank you.